Mm-hmm.
So which was in 2020. Actually, I'm of 2K13 batch. I finished my
Mm-hmm.
UG in 2K19. Then immediately in 2K20, I joined
Mm-hmm.
in post graduation for 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
which was finished in 2023.
Okay.
Followed by I worked as a senior resident, which was mandatory in India in the
Yeah.
government, and I finished for an year. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have done my job as an assistant professor for 1.5 year.
Okay.
It's like as a whole, my after my like year of grad, it is more than around 7 years, six to
Okay.
7 years, 6 years as of now.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished my step one and step two.
Mm-hmm.
Step two with the score of 259.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to USA for rotations.
Okay.
Actually, from next month, my rotations are going to start. I will be doing 4 rotations
Mm-hmm.
in
Okay.
USA and then apply in September.
Got
And
it.
yeah, regarding research, I have like 4 publications,
Okay.
and that one was like primary author. Remaining three are, one is as a second author, and remaining two are fourth or fifth, like that. But there were 4 publications. I just mentioned my name.
Okay.
Yes, and yeah, that's it. So as of now, I am not even certified with this ECFMG yet. This May
Mm-hmm.
1st, when the portal is open, would like to register into it. I'm ready. I finished my OET also. I'm ready to register certified with ECFMG. That's where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So just I want, yeah, please.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, continue.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like where I'm standing right now. Like how are the possibilities? How are the odds for me to get into the residency program?
Mm-hmm.
Is it too tough based on my year of grad?
Mm-hmm.
And or is it okay to be like that and still get into it? And what else do I need to do right now? Like I'm planning to write step 3, but I don't know whether I can do it or not. Like how
Mm-hmm.
important it is for me to write it down. And
Okay.
yeah, what are the things I need to do more to get matched? That's where I'm like I want to know about it. And
Okay.
what do you think about this resume of mine? Yeah,
I
please.
mean, it really depends on, it's so like unique, right? Everyone's story is different. So, what I might have missed in my notes is what is your step two score?
259.
Okay, 259. Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if you have already done medicine, then you should have a higher score on the USMLE. So that helps. So you have good score. You have a decent number of publications as well.
Mm.
Uh, with respect to your rotations, can you tell me where you're doing these rotations?
Yeah. So I'm not doing I don't know how to say, but the rotation. You joined twice.
No, I think that's another member from my team. So she
Oh,
was busy with another call, so I just joined. But anyways, go ahead. You were telling about your rotation?
yeah. Hi, hi. So my rotations, I'm doing it from a clinic in Chicago, one rotation, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna get my LOR on a letterhead of the university.
Okay.
And one more rotation I'm going to do in the community hospital from Florida,
Hmm.
and where I'm going to get an LOR from a gastro. I'm like program director of a gastroenterology fellowship, maybe, or his like from IM department, or maybe from the gastro department. I might get an LOR.
Okay.
Yeah, and 2 more months I'm going to do a rotation from Heart and Vascular Institute in Detroit, Michigan,
Okay.
where I would be getting 2 LORs.
Got it. So which month have you scheduled HVI for?
July and August.
July and August. Okay, got it. So, how many people are there rotating with you in these rotations?
Mm, for Chicago, actually I don't have any idea of how many are
Idea.
rotating along with me. For sure, yeah.
Okay,
To be
got
honest.
it. So, one of the things that, see, Illinois is a good place, right,
Okay.
to rotate, but
Mhm.
I am a little bit concerned in terms of the quality of the letter. That's one aspect.
Okay.
Number two, I mean, the thing is, it should not be generic, right? That's the
Yeah.
main thing. Second one is you are spending 2 months in Michigan. Now,
Yes.
July, August, you're spending in Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan, yes, is IMG friendly and all that. But I, if you have contacts, helps a lot in
Okay.
Michigan. But maybe if you do rotations in Pennsylvania or Texas, these are a lot more IMG friendly, and then they will give you like residency. More, they're more likely to give you residency. For your specific profile, I would rather have you spend more time in New York and Texas compared to Michigan.
Okay.
So that is something that I would do, right? That number one. Number two is for the people who we have worked with in the past, like we have had, faculty like you get into program and all that. The main concern that they would have is, will this person take direction from me or no?
Yeah.
How are they taking feedback? Right? That's their biggest concern,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you can prove that you'll take feedback and you've worked with people who are younger than you and you are, taking their feedback, that helps.
Yeah.
So that should be seen in your application. That's the one part. Next, would you be open to a different rotation? Because I think we might have better rotations where even if you spend like a month or 2 month there, the odds of you matching there will be very high.
Okay.
Because when you are looking at a place where you're doing rotation, right, you should ask, does this have a residency program? Yes or no? If it
Okay.
has a residency program, then even if you do an observership there, you will get at least an interview.
Okay.
Right now, HVI itself doesn't have a residency program.
Yeah.
So, I would, whatever rotation it is, I would ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's number one. Number two is you should look at your strengths and then you should portray your strengths in your application. Now, if I'm looking at your application, there are two things that I'm worried about. One is, is this person coachable? Number one. Number two is, why should I, what is making them stand out from the crowd, from the other IM applicants who are there? Can you show me some examples or some things that you are planning to list in your CV where you have demonstrated that you're coachable?
Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
so even though I have finished my MD General Medicine and I have written my exam, like USMLE wanted to give it so badly to prove myself, like whether my knowledge is up to the mark or not.
Mhm.
And also, I always wanted to learn an advanced technology.
Mhm.
I mean, like as USA is very far ahead in that.
Mhm.
That's why I wanted to give it a shot, and also that I always wants to learn from my seniors and also from my colleagues,
Mhm.
in each and every aspect. If there is a better thing in whether it could be teaching or it could be a treatment perspective, whatever it may be, if it's something new or if it's something different, I would like to learn from them.
Okay.
That's how I'm here actually. After finishing MD General Medicine, you're still ready to sit back and study, read and
Mhm.
do a lot of work, and then
Mhm.
get good scores. It's not easy actually. You are working as a consultant somewhere, and also a student. As a student, you're sitting in the library and studying, so it also shows that I can be teachable. And
Mhm,
yes, and I am ready to. My CV is not so great regarding research,
mhm,
where I'm willing to learn research. Also, that's a very important thing, which also attracted me towards USA.
mhm,
Yeah, USA is that it's more related to research work and the updates. Whatever the future is showing, like the diseases, whatever the new advanced diseases that are popping out,
mhm,
we should be approachable in that
mhm.
way with research and all. So I'd like to put myself in here and learn a lot of things from different teachers, colleagues, or the system,
Mhm.
the electrical, medical records, that EMRs, everything. I just wanted to make myself improve in these things. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that I want to go over with you, I think you asked me, right? Hey, given the year of graduation, what are my odds?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share this with you, and so you'll be getting an idea. So she graduated in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
She matched. She was in our program and she matched.
Super.
So yes, the other candidate who matched was graduated in 2001 and she
Mm-hmm.
was an internist. And I was like, I mean, no, I don't, do you really want, like, why do you want to do it, right? That was more important.
Yes.
And what the reason I showed you that is obviously it is possible, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I have noticed in difference between applications that I see from India versus when I see from students in the US,
Mm-hmm.
they are able to really articulate their work very well,
Okay.
even though they would have not done anything.
Mm-hmm.
They, like I can trust me. There was this guy who got into Hopkins Medical School. He used to work next to me, and then my mom could do what he was doing, right? And he has when I read his statement, I was like, oh my god, this guy is changing medicine. Right?
Okay.
That's how I felt. Now that is one thing, right? the
Mm-hmm.
the unfortunate fact is you are competing with a lot of people who are good at presentation.
Yeah.
In the US, it's not only the education part of it, not only showing that you're smart, but also demonstrating to them that you are kind and you take into different perspective, all those things. Number one. Number two is with respect to what I have noticed that I've seen people, in similar stages you have issues is presenting application number one, and then generally planning for these rotations since you are coming at a later stage in your life. Do you
Yes.
have colleagues who are already residents or faculty in the US?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So are they able to give you like rotations or get you to
But
their programs?
that's what I got from my one of my friend. This rotation.
Okay.
But this is she already finished her residency and then
Hmm.
is working as a gastro fellow in a community hospital. She said the LVOR would be great. She can help
Okay.
with that. So I'm not having any doubts regarding that LVOR. But yeah, I understand your perspective that if I'm coming from a residency
Mhm.
place where I've done my observership, it has more things. I contact a lot of my friends for that, but I
Mhm.
couldn't get any rotation as of now. I'm still contacting.
Yeah. So what I usually recommend is, see, you should use all the resources that are available to you, right? That's
Yeah.
always the best. And what in the US, if you are able to network well, because I was telling my friend, she called me and she told, hey, why can't you recommend and so, you know me from so long. I was like, because I know you, I cannot recommend. Right?
Yeah.
And that time I explained to her, see, there's a difference between knowing someone professionally and personally.
Yeah.
So personally, great, right? But professionally, I would have also put in a lot of effort. And if it doesn't work out, then they will not consider any of my recommendations in future.
Yes.
So it really helps that whatever contacts you have, right? They might tell you that I will talk to my PD or something, but they might not do it, right? So if you are going to their center and showing them professionally, it might be a better strategy. That's one aspect.
Yeah.
Second one is you really need to think through that, okay, hey, make a list right now. Okay, these are 20 people that I know who have completed their residency. I believe most of them would be in their fellowships. They
Yeah.
will be at least close to their program directors,
Yeah.
so they can recommend you to their programs. Number one, that is something that you should think about. And if let's say you have a list of 10 people, identify 5 and then invest some energy into them. This will give you a very big ROI. Number one. Number two, you have to attend certain conferences. You have your thesis. I believe that is the thesis you have published, right, as first author.
Yes. 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 True.
Okay, so you can do like maybe one more project and then you can try to submit it to conferences. There will be like Illinois has ACP conference, like American College of Physicians. They will have their, conference, and they have a main conference as well. You
Mm-hmm.
have a national conference and a state level conference. So you should attend these ACP conferences and there you should network.
Okay.
That is your professional network, which will give you interviews.
Okay.
So that is your second thing with respect to your application. Now, the third thing, I'm one rotation that I want to push back on is the HVI. So I have seen, so we had a soap cohort as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Within the soap cohort, many had done the HVI rotation, and
Okay.
they still had not, they still did not match. And when we saw what was the difference, like in our main match cohort, we had an 88% match rate. The
Okay.
three who didn't match, one was having 2 attempts on step two, did not do any other rotation, and the other ones, they didn't switch or so. So we saw the difference between match cohort and soap cohort. In soap, it was very hard to work on their applications or make changes in just those 2 weeks. And you can't change the way someone is talking or presenting their application in just 2 weeks. That was our lesson, right?
Okay.
So we realized that, okay, if you start thinking, looking at, if you are able to evaluate an experience on your own and decide that, oh, is it worth my time or no, that will give you a good ROI for your time spent.
ROI is what for?
So return, so you are spending your money, right, on
Yeah.
generally, like, see, even if it's a free rotation, it's
Mm-hmm.
not really free. You're
Yeah.
spending your time, you're spending your energy over there, plus you're paying for accommodation, all those things.
Yes.
Now, what people have done is they will have a contact. Let's say your friend is there, she is in a clinic, and you
Okay.
will be working with her in a clinic, right? That is one aspect, and you'll get a letter from her saying that you worked in her clinic.
Okay.
But if she is not going to recommend you to a residency program
Mm.
because you worked with her,
Yeah.
that clinic rotation is useless.
Okay.
It will be better if you at least rotate in a hospital setting or work as a sub intern where you have, which has a residency program, and they will at least, by the fact that you are there in their program, they will give you an interview,
Okay.
right? So we have two programs like that. One is in Texas, the other one is in New York.
But the thing is, I what I observed from your rotations is
Mhm.
like they are very costly. For me to
Yeah.
put that much of money, it's not. I can't afford that much. That's the problem.
I agree. But the thing is, the reason why they're expensive is they don't take more than 3 students, and
Hmm.
then the chance of you getting an interview is very high from the program,
Okay.
right? So that's the thing. Now, even if you say that, okay, hey, me doing 2 months somewhere versus me doing 1 month here, the 1 month here might be better,
Okay.
right? Now again, it depends on, see, everyone will have their limitations, right? It's just
Yes.
based on, what is available. And I can even show you, because we have data on this, and this is one of the physicians. If you let the criteria for their program is, if you have a 255 plus,
Mm-hmm.
you do rotation with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have slots. They only have in November and December. And see, he has asked, if they do gold signal to their program, can they get an interview? So the at least the preceptor is open to talking to the PD,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is worth a lot more, right?
Yeah.
And they have gotten interviews. This is
Okay.
not like, okay, hey, just from last year, we saw that, oh, when we sent this and when the student did this, they only went and recommended and they got the interview.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, that might be better.
Okay.
But anyways, see, it's just depending on, let's say you have other person, right, who is able to do the same thing for you. Go
Mm.
ahead,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. You were telling me about some Texas thing. Just.
Yeah, so Texas is also similar. So if you go there for a month or so, then they do have residency programs. You might get an interview from their programs.
What's the program name in
It's
India?
NAP, KNAPP, NAP Medical Center.
Okay. Medical center. Does it have residency?
Yeah, the residency program is NAP Medical Center. They
Oh.
have the residency program.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would be rotating in I think McAllen, they have multiple hospitals, and you will be rotating in, I believe, two of those hospitals. And usually, most of them who have gone there have gotten interviews from either NAP or Harlingen. Harlingen. Harlingen.
HAR.
Lingen.
Okay. So
So those are, yeah, good.
could you please let me know how much is the cost of it?
So the Texas one is a sub internship. So that costs $3,200, if I'm
Mm.
not wrong. So that is the one. And the New York one, it is only available after October. So like it's in October, sorry, November, December. So I believe that is $3,000.
I
In the
can't do it because I have to go back in September or October first week, so I can't do it anyhow.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sure. So you can consider the rotation, and you can consider the do you have like a plan for conferences? Any, are you attending any?
No, I don't have any plan yet.
Okay, got it. So you would have to try for that. I think many of the abstracts are due in the next few days, right? Like I think 5 days or 10 days they are due. Do you
Okay.
have any paper that you can submit?
Yeah, I have one paper, but that's not related to any system. It's a yeah. I have a thing to you
What's
know
the topic?
from India. Yeah, just a second. Hold on. I'll just tell you
Mhm.
clearly. Yeah, the topic is to study the correlation of alterations in leukocytes to the platelets in hospitalized patients with dengue fever.
Hmm. Heme conference, right? So you might be able to do in ASCO or some in dengue fever. So ID week is also there. So they have their submissions due on 30th, like in 3 days. So you can submit to ID week. That's a
Okay.
pretty big conference. In I'm not, I need to see maybe when exactly it is, but at least submit it to as an abstract. That is what I would do if I were you. Next question is
What
I
is
have
that? What is that
ID
conference name
week.
you mentioned, please?
ID week.
No, no, ASCO something you mentioned.
So ASCO is for hematology and oncology. So I think you can submit to ask. ASCO is, submissions are done. They have a conference in Chicago next month.
Oh,
So
submissions are done.
submissions are done, but maybe you can attend ASCO.
Okay,
Will you
without
be in
any.
Chicago? Yeah, yeah.
Ye-
You can
Yeah,
attend.
I'll be in Chicago next month. When is the conference? Can you please let me know?
Yes, ASCO 2026. It is on May 29th.
Awesome. I can attend actually.
Yes. So it's the standard thing. So you can look at, what are which are the programs that are coming there, and, prep little and go from to it. So ASCO is one. Then the other thing that you can submit to, like you, so ASCO submissions are done. ID week you can submit
Okay.
as an abstract, and the app, that one will happen on October 21st.
October 21st. Okay.
I know you told you had to go, but
I can stay until October 23rd. October 23rd is the last day I can stay here.
okay, so see, you don't need to like attend it also,
I,
right?
I I have one more topic,
Uh-huh.
like which is cardiology topic. Correlation between microalbuminuria and severity of coronary artery disease in diabetics.
Okay. But I think that might be a different place. So you either have to submit to AHA, which they're accepting, or ACC. Those
Oh,
are the two conferences that you need to attend with this thing. So this is ID week. We made a submission, so that's why I know more. And we have submitted to ACC, and we have submitted to, I mean, almost all conferences we have submitted, but that's the one that is more relevant to you right now. So my question to you is, you
yeah.
have you have certain red flags, right? That is there, and I think you can obviously get a plan to work on them. So what are you looking for from us?
See, this rotation thing you said, I want to consider that from
Okay.
you. First
Hmm.
thing,
Hmm.
regarding that, I mean, like any concession if you can give, is there any concession like that? Can you give?
So we see that there are two aspects. One is rotation that we really can't control much. Then we have our match programs. In
Okay.
match programs, we have two. We have one which is $6,000, which will give you the match guarantee. Then the other one is $3,500.
Yeah.
So at least in the $3,500 one, we can give you concession because that we are providing. In the other ones, we are not the ones who are providing, so it's very hard to give concession there.
Okay.
So
And
that's,
this
yeah.
$3,200 you're talking about, where accommodation is food and accommodation are provided?
No,
No.
the accommodation I believe is around $1,000 if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. It's very expensive for me. Yeah.
I understand. But if you do want to consider, like we have a very, like a starter plan. If you do want to consider like the match thing, that is, I believe, is $1,500. You will get your application reviewed. You will get like our support for two conferences.
Mm,
So
no, what did you say? $1,500?
So for $1,500,
Okay.
if you want to work with us on the match application,
Mm-hmm.
so you will get like the ERA CV from us, you will get the interview modules from us, and you will get like a program selection tool for your profile, like which programs to apply to. Plus, you will get like two conference support from us. Meaning like two abstracts we will help you like
But
submit.
already the submission date is over, you said, no?
So ID week is there, right? So you
That
can
submission
submit.
is done, you said, no?
No,
Already.
no, the submission is going to get closed in 3 days.
Okay, this whatever dengue platelet is there, I can
That
submit
you
there.
can submit. Yes.
Okay. And there is
Yes.
one more thing, yeah, I forgot to tell you. There's one case report, like Kikuchi.
Okay.
Kikuchi disease. A case report is there with me.
Okay.
As you,
Do you have like a like gold standard diagnosis? Like how did you come up with that diagnosis?
yeah, I have done. The gold stand is there. Standard diagnosis is there. Like we have done IHC markers
Okay.
where we have found out like CD3 positive, CD20 positive,
Mhm.
and CD8 positive. So we have seen that leukocytes are positive in that.
Mhm.
Yeah. We have done biopsy actually.
Okay.
So the thing is, in the cervical lymph node biopsy, we have seen that AFB stain was negative, CB net was not detected, culture sensitivity was there. There was no growth.
Mhm.
Histopathological examination showed IHC markers of CD68 plus, CD3 plus in T lymphocytes,
Mhm.
CD20 plus in B cells,
Mhm.
and CD8 plus in majority of T cells. A diagnosis of Kikuchi was made based upon that.
Okay.
So after giving prednisolone, patient symptoms improved.
Got it. So the thing is, I believe it is rare. I've never heard about this disease.
Yeah,
Right?
it is very rare.
So have I think this you can actually publish in BMJ,
Okay.
right? So what is your plan with this case report? Like,
I wanted to publish it since long back. I was like, I wanted to publish it only. I have
mhm.
a proper, written case sheet with this. I have seen the
Okay,
patient directly, actually, by myself.
got it.
Followed it up, and I have everything in my hand. So it's
Mhm.
just that I need to publish it. I wanted proper channel to publish it, so I was waiting for that.
Got it. So I think can do you should aim for BMJ. I'm quite confident that, it might get published in BMJ cases. So that will look good on your CV. Most of the things that I have noticed, this is my observation. Whenever I've had to work with anyone from, India, right? The methodology is poor. That's
Okay.
the only complaint that I have.
Okay.
Apart from that, like hard work, great, right? But only the methodology part is not really clear. But case reports are very lower stake. As long as you have a gold standard thing, there's no argument for that, right? So you're done. So at least cases like these, we can definitely publish in BMJ cases. I am very confident. As long as you have the labs and stuff, we should be good.
Okay.
So that is one. And
Mm.
most importantly, networking will come from going to conferences.
Okay.
So you should submit this. Let first write it up, right? Then you see if you can submit to app as abstracts, because it looks like you have 3 4 topics that you have access to. So you should at least be prioritizing these conferences where you'll get the most out of your networking.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would do that if I were you. Even if you can't do like certain rotations, right? If
Yeah.
you do these networking, this abstracts and stuff, your application gets a lot better.
Yeah.
So that is something that I would recommend you to do. So
Okay.
you can take that, and we can see that, see, even we have certain papers, like
Mm-hmm.
one of the paper that I submitted, and you are internist, so you will know, my main project was, you as a physician, I would not give live vaccine to severely immunosuppressed kid,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But what is OPV?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So are we screening for immunosuppression?
Yeah. No, we are not.
So we India made a headline saying that 160 million kids we gave OPV with 99%, vaccination rate. And I
Mhm.
was like, okay, let me take the prevalence of primary immunodeficiency,
Okay, good. That's
right?
awesome. Yeah, it was good way of
Good
thinking.
topic. So
Yeah,
we
it's good.
so I came up with a screening tool. It's just three questions, like known diagnosis, all these things. And
Mm-hmm.
then we ran a pilot and we identified a kid with ALL and we recommended IPV.
Oh, okay.
So I want to validate that, and that is my submission to ID Week. That's from our group, and then
Mhm.
we want to, like, whenever I take a project, there should be like 10 publications from it. So at
Mhm.
every stage, there will be multiple,
Can I
publications.
just make a video call?
Yeah, this is a video call, so you can. The thing is, my laptop camera is not turning on, but let me turn to my thing. Yes. But yeah, that's the overview. Like that was my main project, and
Mhm.
hopefully we.
Mhm.
I'm very confident that I spoke to my mentor, so she would be guiding me in my project, and we want to get WHO members involved so that they can, maybe make a guideline change because I think the guideline is wrong.
Okay, good.
But that's our plan, and like I one sec. I
Okay. Okay, okay. You're the one I was talking to.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I take some of the webinars, so you'll get an
Oh,
idea. Yes.
oh, that's nice. Actually,
Yeah.
I have heard your video from YouTube regarding the research for beginners something.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Most of my research is like that. It's very practical and it's very simple. And I
Okay.
feel in my eyes, like even as a postgrad, right?
Mm,
You are supposed to do some work, but the thing is there no one is really telling you like what to do.
yes,
It's
true.
like, oh, go do it yourself. And then the issue is the reason is they themselves don't know what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And it never made sense to me because they're very smart. It's not that they're dumb, right? They're very smart. And then I used to talk to like most of the assistant professor, like I mean your level and stuff. So I used to sit with my AP, and then she used to be like, oh, okay. I used to tell her, please tell me what is the guideline and what do you think doesn't make sense to your patient. Forget about anything else, right? And then she used to be like, oh, this is what there is, but it never worked. And all that is because context of care is different.
Yes,
So that
yes.
in most of if you take the context of care and build like an argument saying that I'm putting my patient first, America loves it. So that's it. So that's
Okay,
something that I like to, do with any application, right? Think through like minor aspects where you are putting patient perspective and working in that region and you should be good.
okay,
So that's my goal, and I think you will be at a good stage overall for the match. Your rotations you do need to reconsider, like either talk to your contacts or get like little bit better ones.
okay,
And then if you prioritize networking at least in two or three places, I think you'll have very good shot in
okay.
internal medicine.
Got you, got you.
Yeah.
I guess like Chicago one is better. The
Hmm.
Elvor, I probably get it. Not to be generic, I'll try to do that. And the one which my friend helped me with, that gastro Elvor, that also will be good as she promised me. So the
Hmm.
remaining two Elvors, and also I have an Elvor from India. So according to the sources, I heard like three Elvors are mandatory, which should be like okay, four. Then I need to definitely do four. See, if I'm doing HVI rotation, I'll be getting two LVORs in the same time. It's a two
Yes.
months course, and I'll get two LVORs. And if I'm doing somewhere else, like Texas, as you said, it's just a single rotation. Again, I have to search for one more rotation, right?
So in Texas, usually, so the main thing is that administrative fee is the thing that is expensive. Like once you go there, if you want to extend, that's not going to be a problem. That's what we have seen. So
Okay.
even if you go in September, right, then you can stay for a little longer, like even October or till the time, and you should be good. The goal is most of the people that we are working with, they are, how do I put it? They're quite big in their field or in that area. So they are not going to listen to anything that, anyone is going to say. Like whatever they want to write, they will write. And plus, when they write, they know that it's valuable.
Yeah.
So that's the aspect of it. But maybe if you consider that, you'll have a good application. And regardless, never upload letter from India. Like try to get something from US, because letter from India is not helpful.
Okay.
And because you can write, they also know you can write and all those things, so that's the reason why they don't prefer it. I
Okay.
like proof of work, that okay, hey, this is the things that I did, and then you can show that rather than someone else telling you have potential.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my suggestion. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if I get to do rotation in July in
Mhm.
Texas,
Yeah,
as you said in July, if I want to extend it for August, how much it may cost me around?
it won't cost extra.
Okay.
It's only one time. But the thing is, see, the goal is you have to get 4 letters,
Yes.
right? So if you are getting one from May, one from June, you even if you get from HVI, like hopefully you will get two. And if you go to September, you will get the fifth one. And then you can decide that, hey, for HVI, maybe only in Michigan programs, I'm going to give two HVI letters, but everywhere else, I'm going to assign one letter from Michigan and one from Texas.
Okay. Okay. It's up to me. I need to submit
Yeah.
for anything I can. And
Yeah.
you are asking me to do rotation September also, like where I would be very busy in applying and stuff.
So your application starts now, like it's not September,
Okay.
right? So the biggest predictors of you getting an interview is your signaling,
Yeah.
right? Your gold signals. That's
Yes.
your biggest one. So if you are going to certain places, those are the places you're even getting interviews from.
Yes.
So by September, you should already know what programs you're applying to.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, that comes from making your list of your contacts. That comes from knowing that, okay, does this match my profile? All those things, right? That's the second one in your application. Then September, you should be that's just final touch. You should not wait till September for your application.
Okay. I need to start doing it from May 1st.
Yeah. Yeah, not, yeah, like May 1st. Yeah, exactly. Like your personal statement, what we see, you start with doing your CV, like your experiences back in India. That's number one. Then you start on your personal statement. So, as let's assume that you have a template for your CV and your personal statement, when you give it to your preceptor, wherever they are, they will write aspects of that in your letter,
Okay.
right?
In
So,
Elva.
and you should in your LOR, and you should make it very easy for them. Like we always recommend our candidates to be like, okay, hey, these are cases that I saw. This is what I learned from you. Thank you, so and so. This was something that changed my perspective. We have always noticed that if you send that as a message, they're going to copy aspects of it and they're going to put that in your letter.
Okay. Along with my experiences, what I
Yeah,
learned new in
yeah,
here, then they
yeah,
would make a letter, LOR,
yeah,
with their
yeah,
perspective on
yeah,
us. Good.
yes.
Okay.
That's the goal. So your application, you should be thinking through like from May, and you should have like, you know, you should see like, okay, how do I write my experiences? And it till September or August, you should either have submitted to journals or submitted abstracts.
Okay.
If like since you already have like publications in some journals, I would suggest like submitting abstracts to conferences. So you can list all that in your CV.
Okay.
And
Okay. And yeah, please, please.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So I have to write step 3 here. Okay.
Yes,
I don't know like how
I
much.
don't think it is worth it.
Okay.
Like in terms of your return on your time, right? I always think about what's the most appropriate thing to do at that time.
Yes.
Uh, in my eyes, you can write step 3 by Jan and you're still good. See, who should write step 3? If I, as a program, I'm worried that you will fail step 3, you should write step 3. If you have got a 260 on your step 2, you will pass step 3. Even if you write it in a week, I know you will pass it.
But will they
So,
take it as a filter, and just while reviewing the applications, will they take it as a criteria to stop looking at that application?
no.
No.
It's like these are more important, right? Like, see, you have already demonstrated you are good in academic. But
Yes.
what about you have failed to demonstrate like US context?
Yeah.
So that is a bigger red flag than your giving step 3 or not. I mean, yes, see, you can, let's assume that you get 3 interviews or 4 interviews. You can always email them in Jan and say, I gave my step 3. They're only ranking you by end of Jan.
But the problem here is, I am here on B1 B2.
Yeah,
If I get back to India
you have
in
to come back
I
again.
have to come back again to give my step 3.
So, how will you, so you are telling me you will do rotation, you will do research plus step 3.
No, I'm just asking you. I'm taking your advice on here or here.
Mhm.
It's fine for me not to give step 3 now and give it, in next March or April. That's fine. But what are the odds for me to be chosen for the program without step 3 was the question. That's what you're answering already. And
Yeah, but my question is, how will you do it? I'm just like, I believe that you can do it. I'm just asking, like, what is your plan to do it?
I know, I mean, like I thought of giving my step 3 in around September 2nd week.
Okay.
Okay. And from next week, I'm starting my Chicago rotation. From there, I'll start studying daily for 2 to 3 hours in the evening. Anyhow, people are saying I don't know exactly, but whoever had done the rotation, they said like that by afternoon they finished their rotation, like afternoon 2 p.m. Then I
Mhm.
just have to sit for 2 to 3 hours or 4 to 5 hours per day to read it. um, and regarding the research, one more question. I have registered into something called CIBNP,
Hmm.
and
Mhm.
they are asking me to work over it to make a proper abstract by myself, and then I'll be eligible to get my name in other publications. If I can give one publication to 5 people, then they will be giving their publications to me, like the name in their publication. So that's how I'll be getting six publications at a time. Is it worth it?
They are review papers, right?
Oh yeah.
Mostly. So, in my eyes, like again, I different. So, I don't believe in review papers unless they're written by experts. So,
Okay.
they should be like top of their field. Only then I'm going to read that paper, right? So, in myositis, like let's say you dermatomyositis, right? Unless if they are talking about anything in dermatomyositis and I don't see Dr. Vicky Worth on that paper, I'm not reading it because I know she has written all the guidelines. Why would I read someone else's opinion? That's my perspective. So I always ask people in your case also, right? You have very good original work. So having a review might not be a good use of your time.
No, that's
That's
also, I guess it's not review. I don't know. Like they are doing it like on daily basis. They have to work over an abstract. You have to made a, you have to tell the what's the concept. Then you have to work on it for a month or so. Then submit it as a paper. It's not a review thing. It's just their own work.
So my question is like, so they will have data like original study.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. No, they won't have original study.
So then it is a review paper. Either it's a systematic review or like a meta-analysis
Oh,
and systematic reviews. These are like their opinions,
okay.
right? Articles, and they might not be as you can have one,
Okay.
right? Five is not like going to help you. See, in my eyes, you do a systematic review first. Then you identify this is the area I want to do research. Then you go ahead and do research and you show like, okay, this is the theme that I worked on. Like in my case, right, the polio thing, I should have started with a systematic review and figured out what is currently happening. Once I know what's happening, then I can see, how to improve. So that is the progression that they're looking for. It's not that you need to have 50 publications.
Yeah.
If you have like four or five, which you
Hmm.
can properly articulate, you
Yeah.
should be good.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion, and this is my opinion. So, and it has worked out in the past as well. So don't chase numbers, chase like quality. That will give you better output.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can I share my resume with you so that you
Oh,
can?
yeah, you can. If you can share to admin at usmlewise.com. So just email. So we'll be able. You can share it with me.
Okay. How would I connect to you again? If, like, I should whether you will be the person who's talking to me the next time or not. Or how
So
will I?
the usually it's Kanika, like she was busy. That's why I had time and I joined.
And I'm
So
glad. Thank you so much. Can I get your contact number, please?
not a good idea.
That
Like I can give you. So
you know
what you
what?
can.
I'm an assistant professor back in India, and I chose this again. I wanted to come to USA and work over here. I'm doing my a lot of work here, but I know the work regarding research I didn't do because it was not good enough. Like for me to get into the research field in India, they don't teach us much
Yeah,
regarding research. So I'm weak in that aspect, definitely. And this
yeah,
conferences and stuff, yeah, I'm poor at it. I can communicate well, but according to you, the articulation is not that much presentation. Yes, I have to improve in that. So yeah, if at all I have any doubts, like personally, I can contact you. That's the only thing. I won't disturb you. I'm not a student anymore there. I know I'm a student here, so I want to learn
yeah.
from you.
Yeah, so I think definitely. So I will contact you. So we do have an admin number, which I do monitor like personally. The only reason is I have like 400 messages. I don't reply in my personal number. And I only reply, I keep telling, my team as well that my partner, I want to stay in a relationship. So if she sees me like always working and then she's done, she's already pissed off. So,
I
anyway.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what I could, help you with is with the conference, the issue is there are multiple things that are required in general that I have noticed. And it's not just the communication part, it's really like presentation, right? When we say presentation, there are so many things that go into it. And in what like we have multiple mentors, they're really good at what they're doing. Like it could be program list, it could be whatever.
I have
And
already taken one of your subscription that that it's gonna end soon. Like that they
which
said,
one?
and $199 I paid that day. With that, I got almost like five free sessions. It was like it costs around 2,499.
Oh, so you're already in the like membership, right?
Yeah,
So you should have access to the modules that I'm talking about.
yeah.
So
I
I can.
I have got those modules. Yes, I need to check those. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I was busy with coming to USA. Their visa officer, if they might check. I'm a single lady. I'm unmarried, so they might check. They scan through your phone and stuff. So I deleted everything and sent it to someone else. Actually, kept it on another email ID. I have to. I will go through all of that research
Yeah.
stuff.
So
And
you start like this, okay? So Manik has like a 5 hour module or 4 hour module on personal statement.
mm,
Start with the personal statement. You will
okay,
get an idea on how to articulate your story. Number one. Then we have the eras module. So
okay,
that will talk about how to write era CV.
okay,
So it's really good. It's very clear.
okay.
Next, you have the third one, that would be your research thing. Look at the quality improvement projects. These are very easy to do, like
Okay.
QI projects and stuff. Like whenever you're going to your that module is included, so you can look at, hey, can I make a pamphlet for making the communication better and giving that.
Yeah.
So if you do that, those things come on your LOR.
Yes, yes, I understand.
So I think if you start from there, then you will have like a strong base.
Yeah.
Those modules we have tested, and they have actually changed like how people write their application. You will not believe when I've seen like CVs. I don't know like why they don't get it reviewed, because you work so hard, right? Like on
Ye-
everything else.
Yeah.
And I've seen multiple times that, oh, they've written one rotation and then they would have gotten a case report from there, and that they write as a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was like, that case report came as a result of your experience. It's
Yes.
not a different experience.
Yes.
So those common mistakes are covered in those modules, and you will be able to know how to articulate. That's the second one. Now, with respect to research, if you are interested in the ID week one, which I think you should
Yes,
submit.
I will definitely attend. And also, I want to ask you about the
Yeah.
abstracts, which I
Yeah.
told you one regarding this platelets, right?
Yes.
Hematology that I would be submitting.
Mhm.
And do should I pay to submit it?
It depends on the conference. I believe ID Week, maybe I don't recall, but maybe that is free. But the ACC, the other, most of them, they might have like $50 or $100 charge. That's what I've seen.
Okay, no problem.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
One more is Kikuchi. You are asking me to publish it, or can I present
Okay.
it too as an app?
So, you can do both, but I'm not sure which specific conference that you would be able
It
to
is
present that.
infectious diseases.
Oh, that's an
Actually,
ID
it's
Week. Yeah, then submit it to. Oh, but you told steroid, right?
no, 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 no. Kikuchi is a lymph nodal infection,
Mhm,
but where leukocytes pathology shows it's a leukocyte. Actually, Kikuchi is an infection,
mhm,
but it's a kind of autoimmune, and which can't be differentiated from TB lymph node. Both
mhm.
will be look same and present same. It presented with 1 month of fever, so both presents with same complaints. And end of the day, when you just biopsy it, then you won't see lymphocytes, rather neutrophils you'll see.
Got it.
And also to confirm the Kikuchi, you need to go through that IHC markers. You
Yeah,
need to check which for CD3, CD20 for B cells, CD3,
yeah,
4, 8 for, those were present, which was confirming it's Kikuchi rather tuberculosis.
got it.
Yeah. So this is an infection itself,
Got
and
it.
which was autoimmune. That's why we had to give, which is autoimmune. So it could be treated with steroids. If it's TB, I can't be giving
Can be
steroids.
steroid.
So that's how it's very important whether to treat it with steroids or not.
Because when you do like biopsy, right, and then I see neutrophils, I'm thinking bacterial infection only, right,
Yes.
mostly.
Yes.
And maybe you can actually, since it is autoimmune, that disease is autoimmune, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
It is autoimmune only. Actually, I
Submit to
have
ACR. ACR is free.
sorry,
Submit to ACR. ACR is free.
rheumatology.
Yeah, it's an autoimmune disease.
Yeah. Okay. When can I submit that?
I think they have their things coming soon. Like ACR, maybe July is when they are having their end date. So you can submit that at that time.
Okay, so can I please
Mhm.
let you know?
Yes.
Basically, it's been so long. I presented it in my second year, yeah, MD.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's not strictly classified as a standard autoimmune disease, rather
Mhm.
a rare benign necrotizing lymphadenitis, just like TB.
Yes.
Necrotizing lymphadenitis, often thought to be an immune response to a viral infection.
Okay.
However, it's very
Mhm.
closely linked to autoimmune conditions like SLE,
Yes.
and is characterized by T cell mediated immune reaction.
Mhm.
So, we found out, like, at that time, we found out the person was positive for SLE, I guess. Yeah, I remember it.
Um,
SLE association is there, and the patient is prone to that viral infection, which is called Kikuchi Fujimoto disease.
oh, so that is a infectious disease.
That's yeah. But I can present it in ACR also
That's
because it's
fine.
in.
Yeah. ACR is the best. So they have like what I think 8,000 physicians or so who will come to ACR.
Super. So,
And that's one of the biggest, and you can sign as like a student, and the registration is also free, like going there is also free,
okay.
so for students, so you can submit to ACR. And I believe I'm quite confident because I've seen a lot of I go to ACR like every year, so it's the same people, same faces, same parties. I've seen them. So even like you can prioritize. I believe it will get accepted in ACR for sure.
Because I have
So
three cases. Three cases are SLE positive, ANA 3 plus.
mhm. But something should be there, now. Like this Kikochi part seems like rare, so I think that you can definitely submit it and they will accept.
Okay. Got it.
So you have ID week submission, then you have ACR submission. The same way I think Illinois, the local chapter was done, but you can look at the other places wherever you're going, like ACP Michigan, and see what are their scientific submissions requirements.
Okay. Acha, you checked that ACP Illinois submission which was closed before?
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's that submission that is also for ID week?
No, no, no. No, ACP. So ACP has their subchapters across all states in the US.
Okay.
So these subchapters will have their own meetings.
Okay. Okay.
So they will have in their own schedule. So you can go from there. The big ones are your ID week is the huge one. Almost all infectious disease researchers, PDs, residents will come there. And ACR also same thing, like almost all residents, PDs, all these people will come to ACR.
Okay. ACR, when it will happen, any idea?
I believe if it is in July, I think it will be later. That's what ACR 2026. It's gonna be in November 6 to 11 in Florida, Orlando.
Before this, no. No idea. So this
No.
ID week only I'll present this infection. When is the
Yes.
ID week?
ID week was ID week 2026, October 21st to 24th. That's when they have their uh, thing. So you need to, FYI, April 30th is the last call for the abstracts. So you need to submit it by technically 2 days.
Yes, I have everything ready. I need to, like, how to write it
Just
exactly.
format
I
it.
don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
abstract writing I need to do. I need to learn. I don't know. Yeah.
Got it. So I think we do have the case report module as well, which I'd made. I what I typically do is I go to the conference and then I see the past abstracts and I take like 5 of the past abstracts that were accepted, put to chat GPT and ask it to give you like a template and format. Then you give your the guidelines that they have given and your case, it will write in your format and then rewrite like every sentence. So
Okay.
most convenient, and at least it will be quicker.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the format that works. So yeah, that's your abstract. But yeah, I think we should be good. I do need to go, but uh, all the best with your submission for your ID week. And then you can, I'll talk to my team. I'll see if they can, if we can work with you on these submissions specifically. And if we are working, you need to give us authorship. So,
Oh, yeah, sure. Your name, if it's coming, if your name is going to be on my paper, I'm glad. Trust me. You know what? I and
in
when
fact,
I
this
when I
is yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, like, I have when I have seen your first video in YouTube, I opened it, and the way you are explaining it's very like everybody can understand the way you are saying it, and you are making it very simpler. I need to appreciate you for that, and thank you so much, for making it very easy, to look,
Mhm.
to make it appear very easy so that they can enter into it, they can just start, begin with. That's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think, that's very, I really appreciate the, feedback. And I always felt like the only reason I liked research was because I met my mentor. And I think even in that video I showed, like I
Yes, you
met
did.
her
You did.
and then she was so passionate about
Hmm.
it. I was like, it used to, I was so amused. Like, how can one person be so passionate about this?
Yeah, when I heard you, I felt like when people are going behind, residency and stuff, everything, there's a big ocean like research. And here, this person is just, he knows everything at this younger age. What is this? Like, I don't even know anything. I was
Oh,
jealous.
I spent a lot of time in it, and
Yeah,
then like I highlighted, it's very hard to get anything past it.
yeah,
So getting something, I was so glad. It took me 1.5 years. They finally submitted, and I was like, okay, done.
yeah. You said that whatever the topic, even it's very simple. If I submit, it gets accepted. If you submit, it gets accepted because you're going on in a very, broad way where everyone can get it.
Yeah, I think we should not complicate stuff, right? That's the thing. And
Yeah.
like your strength could also be in terms of, okay, hey, uh, does it logically make sense? I was reading this paper, and since you're internist, it will be something to consider. So the question that they asked was, we are not doing respiratory rate monitoring in general wards, and we should start doing it.
Okay.
So I was like, I was intern. I never did respiratory rate monitoring.
Even I didn't.
Exactly. Then why will I do it? Right now, you can come and tell me, oh, put it in metrics, blah, blah, blah. I will only do it if the patient has a respiratory disease,
Yes. Or some
right?
poison or something is affecting. Then I would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they spent 2 years, couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars to
Okay.
do that study to get people to monitor respiratory rate. And
I
then
see.
they published it. I was like, I would have never done the study in the first place.
What's the
Because because ask yourself, why would you do respiratory rate monitoring? Do
I
the
I know.
so I think that's the thing, right? So it's very easy in research to go like, oh, just because someone is approving a project or something like that, waste your time, but it's not really benefiting anyone.
Yeah, true.
And you can't go to any physician and say, go do respiratory rate monitoring. They'll ask same question, why should I do?
Okay.
Now, if I prove to you that, okay, in post-surgery cases, in this particular case, there is a very high chance that this person is going to develop
Epilepticus,
pneumonia,
pneumonia. Yeah. Then it
then
makes.
you monitor, right? And that only for 5 days, right? That is more useful.
Yeah, true.
So
When it's
yeah,
needed, you have to do it. Otherwise, who's having time to do it? Like when it's not giving proper, treatment guidance.
exactly. So that was a huge study, huge paper. I was like, okay, good for you guys. And when they started, only 3% of the whole hospital was monitoring it. I was then I told write a letter to editor or write saying that now if we do phase 5, it will be back to 3%.
I know. I know.
that that's the part. So I'm gonna check with my team and do start off with the personal statement module. It'll give you a good start, and then like for the Texas one, it is recommended you do it. But if you can't, you can consider. You should definitely attend the conferences, and you have this knowledge, right? So go show it to them.
Yeah.
It will work.
And please guide me if any other rotations which are little cheaper and which make it, worthwhile, then please, I'm glad I would do it even in September. As you said, September I can do. I'll do this HVI at least for elbow hours, and
Yeah.
then I'll do it in September. And on the, I just, as I spoke to you first, before that I know you regarding your work, and I can trust, yeah, you guys. No, it's not just like I have to, I need to say it,
Yeah.
because I have gone through your things like in YouTube, that while I listened to it like 1.5 hour video I have seen. I never would do that if anybody else were saying that. The research very dry for Indians, and
Yeah.
I have given that. I was working 24/7 on the day. I still remember.
Oh
Still,
wow.
I was taking breaks to listen to that research work. So yeah,
Oh wow. So I should really
it's not just to say to make you feel happy. It's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, like my partner, she never, so she hates research.
Okay.
She's like, I am not, I told that whole world, I am trying to tell. And the
I know.
person next to me
No,
won't do.
no, 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 Dr. Kaushik. See, if she also loves research, you would not love her. You know what? Let her be like that. That's how you love each other.
And she told that I was, the thing that surprised me the most was she was like, I watched your video. She never watches.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, then I've done something good.
Actually, she's like me only, but just because she must listen to it for few minutes, then she'd be into it.
Yeah.
Trust.
That's true. That's very interesting. I really appreciate it. And then I'm going to like I said, like inform my team so that we can actually get these papers out. So that should be like the priority. And please talk to your other friends and
Yeah.
members that you know. Again, I am reiterating, I have not had like the people have gone to HVI have not given very good feedback. So they say that yes, you'll be doing all these stuff, and those things are there. So something to consider.
Actually, I applied to a lot of rotations. It's not that it's free. I applied it. No way. I applied to Mount Sinai. I applied to Saint Mary. I applied to, Jefferson. I applied to a lot more rotations. No one got back. Trust me, it was very overwhelming for me. And
Mhm.
finally, this HVI people, they at least replied to me and were giving me 2 months rotation. And honestly, I got people who told me rotations are not the things, the connections matter, and you already gone through MD general medicine in India, you have that communication well, you know the diseases well, and also they just don't see your rotations.
Yeah,
So there are a lot more things to it. Then I heard this conference of Dr. Manik Madani, which was like step Z score.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
where again, even though you're doing observership, any hospital, you're gonna get -4 for that or -6 for that, no matter where you do it, right?
yeah.
Whether it can't be sub internship, it can't be, at least in JBerry, in HVI, I'm getting externship, which is
Okay.
hands-on. So I'm going to, at least, even though LBOR is going to be generic, I will get -4 first,
Yeah,
rather -6. That's what at least I was hoping to, and
yeah,
calculating good things. Just
yeah,
you know But I'm willing to do in September. As you said, September is not the only month to be very busy about with this thing.
Mhm.
It's starting now. I'll work on it from now on. And
Yeah.
and also I appreciate that you said step 3 is not very important for my resume, but I'll
Yeah.
try to do it if I can. But my
Mhm.
focus will be on this conferences and all. I hope
Yeah.
you'll help me. You'll reach me back. Reach out, please.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So
Yeah,
I'll do it, and then I'm going to like I've made notes of it. So I'm going to check with my team because I don't want them to quit if I can't do anything. They can't do. That's the
no, no, no,
aspect.
no. It's like
Yeah.
doctor to doctor relationship I'm talking about. I know I
Yes,
already paid $199. That's how I'm getting to talk to you. It's not like
yes,
I don't trust it, but I'm not.
yes,
I can't put that much of money into it as of now.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And can you please let me know this is admin at the rate of USMLE
USMLE
voice
Wives. USMLE.com.
dot com. Okay.
Yeah. And see, the thing is, like, you have anyway, you are part of the membership, right? So we can definitely, at least one conference or so, I will get them to,
Please.
work on it. So I need to pitch to them.
You know what? I will make this abstract. How can I show it to you before I submit to the ID week on 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do one thing. So, how many other authors are there on that abstract for you?
No one as of now.
Oh, there's no
It's
one?
mine. It's an abstract. It's a case report of three people on three patients I have done this.
Yes, series. Okay, got it. So, all of them had that disease?
We are talking about Kikuchi only, no?
Yeah, Kikochi.
Yes, three of them had the yes. Three of them had the disease. Three of them are SLE positive, and three of them got the biopsy done for the proper results. Yes, we have done.
Oh, okay, got it. So I'm gonna text you as well. So I let me
Actually, you
confirm
know
this
what?
with
One
you
of my
online.
junior also accompanied me for this,
Mm-hmm.
and one more lecturer also there. I can add those two names also along with mine, and
Mm-hmm.
one more name will be like there. Yeah.
Oh, it's not about adding names because I want my team to work on it. So I wanted like one more person on it. So if there
Okay.
are like three people or four people, it should be good. So plus 91991297
9597.
959. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
text you.
got my USA number also now.
Okay. But this is on WhatsApp, right? That's the
Yeah,
one that you
this
have.
is on WhatsApp. Yeah. True.
Yeah, so I'm gonna text you from that, and we can, if you can add one more person. So I need to talk. So it's either gonna be Meghna or one more person, whoever has the bandwidth. I'll try to make sure that we have the thing drafted and we submit. So case reports, not more than four people, but since it's case series, like four people is fine. So see, pick whoever did the most work, and then you
Yeah.
go from there. And
I'm going to be the
that's
primary
perfect.
author. The second going to be my junior, and one of my senior resident was there. Three of us. Yeah.
Got it. So if you can give like one to my team,
Yes,
then we
definitely.
can,
We will.
submit it to your ID week. So that is,
And also to the BMJ we can submit as you said, right? That is
yeah.
also
So I need to check with Vidhi. So she's the other person that who's leading that.
okay.
So she would be the best person to help, submit.
Okay, okay.
So that is the aspect for
And
the
also,
BM.
as you are having a lot of publications, you will have a lot of chance to get it published, right?
Yes, the thing is, my projects it's like long term, like longer term.
Okay, okay. It's
So the things that are quicker might be a little bit harder
okay.
to do. And usually my projects take around, let's say, you know, the polio one that I wrote, the pilot, we got 12 sessions. That's 3 months. It took 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So like, see, the thing is, if I do it, yeah, 1 week. But if you have to get other people also to learn, it takes like, 2 months or 3 months. That's what I've noticed.
Okay.
So that's the 3 month window that I have seen. So if there are, even if my other projects I want to do phase two. So in
Mhm.
phase two, I want to collect like at least 10 medical officers who I already have
Mm-hmm.
from different centers, and each medical officer is responsible for 3,000 households.
Oh.
And if they get one third of kids, which is always the case, that
Mm-hmm.
is 1,000 households.
Yeah.
So in phase two, that tool will be tested on
10,000 people.
10,000 people.
Yes.
So there I'm looking to identify more of PIDs. And then the pitch or the selling point for that, like my mentor asked me, was if you really want to eradicate polio,
Mm-hmm.
the if I say vaccine associated polio paralysis, no one cares
Yes,
because you
definitely.
have not seen it.
Yes. Very rare.
Very rare. But if I tell you that in an immunosuppressed kid, the shedding is for 5 years. So
You gotta
you are
check
not.
the stools.
Yes. So if we are able to identify a cohort of immunosuppressed kids at a public health level, you can do surveillance in that targeted surveillance. So that is a better angle.
And that's how it can be like the guideline changes.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's no point. Yeah.
There's
True.
no point. So the two goals are with my proposal. The goal is A, can we identify a cohort?
Mm-hmm.
Phase, then after that, go get funding and say that we want to do stool sample collection for this particular cohort to
Mm-hmm.
see if the shedding is extending for more than a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are going to prove that, okay, hey, uh,
So to get funding, you need to wait for an year after
no,
vaccine.
you need to have a lot of preliminary data, right?
Yes.
So you need to show that, oh, this is just like phase one, 300 households.
Yeah.
Then you do phase two, where you show
Yeah.
them that you have a project team and you got this thing going. And then in phase three, you tell that, okay, give me so much money so that I can do the stool sample collections and all
More.
these things.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the
That's
goal.
how you okay. Yours are very long parts. Yeah. True.
Yeah, but I picked it because it's not, I had no idea about polio. I did not even care about polio. I was like, when I was talking to one of the person who was working for me, and she was like, "Oh, I can't post like a reel." I was like, "Why?" So she told, "I have this pulse polio program." I told, "What are you doing about it?" She told, "Yeah, we are giving OPV to all these kids." And then I asked, "Are you giving to all kids?" She told, "Yeah, I mean, first of all, she did think about it. Then she told that, yeah, we are giving." And then I was like, okay, let me design something and do it quickly so that I want to help her with her CV.
Oh, I see.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, if I go to teaching and all, it'll simply waste time. So I just wrote the protocol real quick and then I sent it to her. She did it. I
Okay.
told, there are many people who will not do. So at least you did. So
Yes.
it's good.
Yeah.
And the reason why we picked that polio was it happens only on 3 days.
Yeah. I
So
know.
technically, your whole data collection will be done in 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
So if you
It's very
plan your,
easy for data collection. That's very hard for everything, for every other case.
I know.
You know what? In India, my mom is Anganwadi teacher, which means
Oh,
preschool teacher. She is
uh-huh.
the one who handles it along with the nurse. She handles all the pulse polio cases,
Hmm.
in our area.
Yeah.
But
So
I
I
never
think,
had the doubt like you. I feel so jealous. I went to the school a lot many times when she was giving polio drops, but I did never question it. I question a lot of things, but not this. Why?
that's why I don't know. That's why I was wondering. I was like, it's not possible that only I came up with this, right? There are like community medicine experts,
But it
and
takes a
polio
lot
is a
of
very,
time to prove you chose to do it. That's very important, right? Who
yeah,
wants to change the guidelines? Rather follow it. That's very
yeah.
easy.
It's very so
Yeah.
that's why I decided to be like, okay, maybe it's a big area. And my first mentor taught me how complex solutions.
Hmm.
Second mentor taught me that you need to come up with very simple
Simple
solutions.
idea. You know
Simple
what?
idea.
You need to listen to this. My thesis topic is elevation of urinary. neutrophil gelatinase associated lipocalin, which is called UNGAL, is a marker which will be elevated 24 to 48 hours earlier than serum creatinine in a
Mm.
patient of acute kidney injury,
Mhm.
which have checked in critically ill patients in
Mhm.
ICU, sepsis patients actually. Sepsis patients in ICU have checked that UNGAL, which is a marker which elevated earlier than serum creatinine. So I would stop acute kidney injury in sepsis patients in ICU, and which is the major cause of mortality. Like 70 to 80% is the more major cause of mortality in ICU cases. I chose this, which is very complicated. I had to do a lot of things for my thesis.
Did you
I
get
had
the
done,
lab test? Is
yeah,
it done normally in your center?
it's not done normally. I got the lab kit for 50,000 rupees, and I have done it in 300 patients. I have done it.
Mhm.
Which was proved, it was positive that it's elevated early. But as it is little costly, finances are very important. They won't do it. But I love renal nephrology a lot, and in those days, like now I love gastro. That's a different thing.
So you should see, the thing is, what I like to do is you pick something you're genuinely interested in. It's very easy to do more in that area,
I love
right?
nephro. That time I love kidney. Even now, if I want to research about kidney, actually, you know what? I love medicine like anything. Anything. Even if I'm talking about lymph node, I love it.
Okay,
No,
got
it's
it.
not a big deal, but I love only medicine, not any other thing.
Not any.
Yeah.
That's okay. You'll get into it. Don't worry. So I think next steps are I'm going. Please do send me your paper as well. I would like to read it, and then I can, maybe I'll check with my team and see like what are the things that we can also do in terms. See if it's benefits them as well. That it's okay, right? So that is something that I can talk to them about. Number two is, since you know so much about research, I think you'll really do well in those conferences, right?
I don't know anything about research.
No, you see, you have like experience. So whenever I've gone to like conference and stuff, right, I'm the youngest,
Yeah.
and I tell them that, okay, you are the expert, right? So you tell me, why should I care about this? It's not my job to care about it, right?
Yeah.
They need to explain to me. And
Yeah.
then they're very nice. In US, they're very nice, and
Yeah.
they explain and all those things. They mainly look for people who like it.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think that should be good. So I think, like I mentioned, conferences are gonna be your way where you can even get more observerships.
Okay.
I have been to So when I say I've been to ACR, right? Director of NIH gave me observership. He
Mm-hmm.
gave and then I was talking to him for 2 hours, and then he was like, okay, if you want to come visit, you can come visit. Then
Wow.
I had met one associate PD, and then I was looking at her paper, and then I was like, this thing doesn't make sense, no. So then I asked her, I was like, can you explain like why you did this? And then she explained all those things. Then I asked that, okay, don't you think this might, not make sense? So what she had done was, she did an intervention, she did teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, how teaching things work, first thing is you have to evaluate their knowledge, then
Yes.
you teach, and then you ask them, then you give test again to see how much they learn. What she did was, she was like, why are we wasting their time giving pre-test? So after their teaching is done, then I will give it to them and make them feel both. Then I was like, why will you self-report that you're dumb? Right?
Yeah. If at all they're not doing it good, it means that
Yeah.
you're dumb.
Right? So think about it. Like, why would you self-report that, you didn't know this? But that is natural instinct, right? And I did not know she was associate PD or something like that. She told that, okay, I did it with my residents. Do you want to like come visit us? That's what she asked. Then I was like, okay, I had like other commitments. Then I told, okay, yeah, sure, show me. She was in some Minnesota, someplace. I told, okay, bye bye. But you get so many contacts in these areas.
Okay.
right? And that's what I mean. And yeah, let's try those conferences and let's see the submissions. If your method, like you said, now your methodology is good, these can be published in very good journals.
Even though it's three patients,
Yeah, like
but it is like
DMK.
case series, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Does it have value on my?
yeah. So it depends. The I'm not sure if you know this. I know this because I've studied it. The
Mhm.
guideline that says give amphotericin B and 5-FC in invasive candidiasis,
Amphotericin B and
5-FC,
oh,
5-fluorouracil,
fluorouracil. Okay. Mm.
right? In candidiasis,
Okay.
invasive candidiasis, is based on three case reports.
Mm-hmm.
The guideline is based on three case reports.
Oh, I see. Usually, we don't give amphotericin B for
You
candida.
don't give. You will
We give
give your
echinocandins.
echinocandin. If you have echinocandin resistance,
Yeah, true.
then you can give. But echinocandins are really good, right? So you don't see them anyway. And in very few cases, like, candid
I
peritonitis.
never have seen this given amphotericin B in candida. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. That's the thing, right? Echinocandins are so good. And if you look at the history, most of the research in that area was done before echinocandins came into picture.
Oh, I see.
So it will only become relevant when candidiasis develops
Persistent.
resistance.
True.
So that was the pitch. Like that's something that I was looking into, and that's only based on three case reports. That
Have you
is
ever
that
seen amphotericin B resistance?
it's. I have not seen it. Like
Otherwise, in
we
COVID,
have seen, we have seen in. So I worked on. Well, I'm not sure. Have you heard of talaromycosis?
teleromycosis. No,
Yes.
no, I didn't. So,
So that was my mentor. She was the one who coined the term talaromycosis.
oh, so you must know it.
I must
Otherwise, she would kill you.
yes. First time
Tell-
I let her talk. Because I didn't even know how to pronounce it.
That's why she chose the topic, Mr. Kaushik.
So what she told me was what 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 we did was we looked at giving drugs in combination. The
Okay.
current treatment guidelines is you give amphotericin B plus itraconazole. Like because it is seen it's a dimorphic fungi where opportunistic infection with an 80% mortality rate.
Oh,
And in Vietnam, most of the her cohort that she had followed, their CD4 counts were 10,
oh.
15,
It
30.
maybe HIV patients or
HIV, all are HIV, most of them
HIV.
were HIV patients. And then they are the ones who develop this condition in the first place. So it's quite rare in the world, but it's endemic to Vietnam and Northeast India. So what we were looking at was okay, amphotericin B we are giving for 14 days,
Mm-hmm.
and versus you are giving itraconazole alone. So we saw there is a 30% in improvement when they are giving amphotericin B as a loading, stage compared to maintenance stage. So our question was, amphotericin B is very toxic.
Yes.
So
That's what.
if we add an other drug like 5-FC, will it be synergistic and can we reduce the dose of ampho B?
Yeah.
And we proved that it works in the
Mm-hmm.
lab.
Oh.
So there I saw some fungi which were not like susceptible to amphoby, but that
Mm-hmm.
was very like at a lower dose.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be some dosing stage where you should, it has to be above it, only then it will work. Right?
Okay.
That's your MIC. So that was our work. And based on that, she is doing the second randomized control trial where we are giving amphotericin B with 5-FC and amphotericin B, we are reducing the dose to see if that will be
But
better.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you're taking out this amphotericin B as a whole,
Yeah.
how much 5-FC can do? We
It
have
it
to,
it will fail.
I mean, like, have you checked it?
Yes. Because they've done a lot in Cryptococcus.
Okay.
And in cryptococcal meningitis, you give
Mhm.
ampho and 5-FC, right?
Yes.
And your 5-FC is mostly a bacteria fungistatic drug.
Yeah.
So ampho is actually, it kills better. So that's what we have checked. So yes, 5-FC will do well, but it's not as good as ampho.
Okay. Okay, fine. Like in cryptococcus you checked, not in Teleromycosis, right? Then what
Yeah,
about?
we saw in the lab. In the lab, we checked. So the argument that we made was in crypto established drug, this
Yes.
combination works.
Yes.
In the lab, we proved that it works, kind
Mm.
of work for teleromycosis. So she had that pre-existing data of years that okay, safety profile is proved. So take that to human trials.
Simple. One more question. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
In cryptococcus, the drug of choice is
For cryptococcal
fluco.
meningitis.
Yeah, fluco. Okay, meningitis. What we
Yes.
will give? Fluconazole. We won't give, right?
I think
Fluconazole with
you give
flucytosine.
Yeah, I think you would give that in like systemic infection, right? But not
Yeah,
really
not in
meningitis.
meningitis.
Yes,
Okay. So, just a second. So, meningitis, you will give amphotericin with this. I
5-FC.
forgot everything. I'm sorry.
Your flu cytosine.
Okay, amphotericin B with flucytosine we will give.
Yes,
Okay, so you have checked it in lab, not in people.
yes.
Yeah.
Now we are checking in people. That's
Yes.
gonna be like it's a 2-year study or 3-year study, which she is doing. So that's gonna
Then, when there are a lot of drugs which are less toxic, why are you choosing only amphotericin B with flies?
Alleromycosis is not, so it's a slow fungus, right? And
Mhm.
slow growing, and we do not have anything like kinocandins for Teleromycosis yet.
Okay,
So you need to reduce it as soon as possible because there are instances where it has caused iris, like immune reconstitution syndrome.
I
So
know.
that is.
I have seen a lot of cases of iris in HIV patients.
Yeah, and there was another. This was when I was medical student. I asked this question as well. I asked, you are giving isoniazid to everyone for prophylaxis. That's the protocol. Then
Nine
I was
months. Yeah,
yeah. Then I was like, what are the contraindications? How are we looking for those contraindications and stuff? And one of the contraindication is active TB disease or infection, right? So if you are having extra what is that extra pulmonary TB
mm.
and you're not able to diagnose it through the regular conditions,
X-ray and all. Yeah.
then if you're only giving isoniazid, you're under treating the
Yes.
condition.
Yes.
So I don't have an answer. It was like a thing that we wanted to do, and I came to US, so we left dropped the.
I love that iris. That word itself used to make me feel so happy.
How do you
No,
avoid it? So you give HIV, you have to, I think you give TB medicine first and then you give
yeah,
HIV medicine,
yeah.
right?
You need to suppress the TB first, then suppress HIV.
Yeah,
Otherwise, TB spikes.
it will be bad. Yes.
And that's
So I
very nice.
Yes, I do need to go.
Yeah,
I
I'm sorry.
have another meeting, but I made notes. So we are going to, I think 2 papers is what you already have.
Yeah.
Please do share it. I will check with my team, and regardless of what their bandwidth is, you really have to aim for BMJ cases.
Okay.
I'm quite confident that it will get accepted.
Okay.
So even the abstracts, most abstracts get accepted as long as they're not systematic reviews. That's why I said most of my abstract
No, no,
get
no. It's
accepted.
not at all systematic review. Whatever the
Yes,
other case, dengue with platelets, that's I
yes,
thought of publishing it in from India itself. I have like 100 this thing history of 100 cases. Yeah.
yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the abstract format that we had written for ID Week, so they have their guidelines as well, so you can get
Okay.
an idea from there. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
And
Nice
also,
talking to
and
you.
also
Yeah.
from USMLE wise group, I have to, exit from there because it was continuously sending messages in WhatsApp, and my visa officer might check that. I thought so. I just
Oh,
exited.
you exit. Okay. So,
Could
We'll add you to that group. No
Yeah.
worries.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Nice
Bye.
call. Bye bye, Kaushik. Bye.
Mhm.
Take care.